All right, let's talk about the world's most profitable business that nobody puts on LinkedIn: drug trafficking. Yeah, I know. You've seen the Netflix shows, the dudes with gold chains, private jets, and a car garage that looked like it came straight out of GTA. But here's the crazy part. What's going on behind the headlines is way more fascinating, darker, and surprisingly, corporate. Think less Scarface, more multinational supply chain with extra violence. Today, we're going to talk about how the business of illegal drugs became one of the most efficient and terrifying enterprises on Earth. The supply chain that makes Amazon look like a lemonade stand. Now first, what even is drug trafficking? It's not just selling drugs. That's the retail level. Drug trafficking is the global production, transport, and distribution of illegal substances: cocaine, heroin, meth, fentanyl, weed in some places, you name it. It's like Walmart, but every employee has a gun and everyone's allergic to taxes. We're talking farmers in Colombia, chemists in China, cartels in Mexico, smugglers at sea, street dealers in LA, all part of a massive underground logistics operation that moves hundreds of billions of dollars every year. According to a UN article, the global drug trade was worth somewhere between $400 to $600 billion a year. And that was posted in the late 90s, so imagine what the number is now in 2025. That's bigger than the GDP of Sweden, or, Elon Musk's lunch money. Here's what no one says out loud. Drug trafficking is basically capitalism without rules. The illicit drug trade mirrors many characteristics of free market capitalism, but it functions without government oversight, consumer protections, or rule of law. 1. Production. Farmers grow coca leaves or opium poppies, usually in poor, rural regions. Why? Because the legal economy pays them nothing, and the black market pays a lot. It's not ideology, it's survival. 2. Processing. Chemists turn that raw material into a product: cocaine, heroin, meth, or fentanyl. Think of it like artisanal chemistry, except your customers don't leave Yelp reviews, they leave burner phones. 3. Transportation. Here's where things get wild. Submarines, tunnels, cargo ships, drones. Traffickers use everything short of teleportation to move products across borders. And they're good at it. One U.S. report estimated that less than 10% of drugs being trafficked are actually caught. 4. Distribution. Once it's in the country, middlemen distribute it to local networks, gangs, dealers, you name it. By the time a kilo hits the street, it's been cut, repackaged, and multiplied like a pyramid scheme that actually works. So, how do you wash billions of dirty dollars? Simple. Laundering. Well, it's not that simple. You can't just Venmo your cartel boss. Criminals funnel profits through fake businesses, crypto, real estate, casinos, even art. One trafficker literally bought racehorses to clean his cash. Another, a chicken farm. Because nothing says legit businessman like 5,000 suspiciously profitable chickens. And the best part? That money doesn't just vanish. It re-enters the global economy. Banks, stocks, housing. Your mortgage might be sitting on laundered cartel money and you wouldn't even know. Crazy, right? Here's the ugly part that the TV skips. Drug trafficking isn't just about money, it's about power as well. Whole regions get trapped in cycles of violence and poverty. Governments fight endless wars on drugs that mostly hit the poor, while the big fish keep swimming. Meanwhile, new drugs pop up faster than regulators can even Google them. Fentanyl alone has turned the opioid crisis into a global catastrophe. Cheap to make, insanely addictive, and deadly. So yeah, drug trafficking is technically illegal, but economically, it runs like a Fortune 500 company. Supply, demand, marketing, distribution, cash flow, it's all there, just with more AKs and Mac 10s and fewer PowerPoint slides. The real problem is that you can't stop demand by locking up supply. As long as people want to escape, from pain, poverty, or just boredom, someone will find a way to sell it. So next time you see a news story about a drug bust worth millions, remember, that's pocket change in a trillion-dollar shadow economy. And somewhere out there, a cartel accountant is updating his Excel sheet like, -1 shipment, still richer than your boss. And before anyone gets ideas, no, I'm not saying go start your own crystal empire, Walter. I'm saying this world shows us what money, desperation, and genius look like when morality leaves the chat room. It's your older brother, Tony, and that's your weekly dose of wisdom. If you learned something new, hit that like button and subscribe for more.